I want to give you a bit of advice about testimonials and my preferences and what I look for in a good testimonial from a speaker. And I think actually sometimes you have to sort of direct your client to provide you a testimonial in the way that you need it written. So for me, I personally prefer a written testimonial as opposed to a vox pop. And what I mean by vox pop is where you've got a talking head, where somebody has put a camera in the audience member's face and said, tell me what you thought of it. I feel really uncomfortable about that. I've had that happen to me at an end of an event where I've been asked to go on video and give a testimonial. Once I actually refused because I couldn't say anything nice. And therefore I thought, no, sorry, I don't want to be on camera. I'm not looking great today. And, and as you know, I'm often on camera not looking great. So I was just trying to get out of it because I thought I can't say anything nice about this particular event. So most people are not as impolite as me. They're much more polite, and most people will not say no, and they will go on camera and they will look like a rabbit in the headlights, and they're going to say what you want to hear, that, oh, that was great, it was fantastic. I, looking at that on the other side of that testimonial, don't believe it. I don't believe it when it's done straight after the event. I also don't like it because it usually has poor quality sound if I'm viewing it, because you've got the sound of the rest of the audience. More often than not, people do it on an iPhone, they do it portrait, they don't do it landscape, and they stick it into their show reels. I really don't like them for so many reasons. I want a testimonial that has been considered. And when you write something down, you've considered it. And usually when you're providing a written testimonial, it's a little time after the event. It's some time where you've had a chance to reflect. I also want to know who's written that testimony, who's given that testimony. Often when you have these talking heads, vox pops, whatever you want to call them, you have no idea who that person is. Most people don't end up putting their job title, their name, or their company along the bottom of the video. I don't know who you are. If you're not recognizable to me as a peer, I don't want to see your video vox pop. If you've done it after the fact, a few days later, you're sitting in your house and you happen to be Richard Branson or Elon Musk or Tony Robbins and you've given a testimonial, I might listen to that one. Do you know what I'm saying? So a written testimonial from somebody that is a peer to whoever's deciding, whoever's likely to book you. So if you're looking at HR managers and directors to book you, ideally you'd have another HR manager or director giving you a testimonial, or someone even more senior, but somebody who is actually appropriate. Please, please, please do not have testimonials from other speakers. That just tells me you haven't got any clients, okay? A speaker is your friend. They're not going to say anything bad about you. You're going to give them a testimonial. They're going to give you a testimonial. It means nothing. It carries no weight with me. My opinion, other people may disagree. So obviously if you're a presentation skills trainer and you're training speakers and your audience is speakers, that's invalid, that doesn't count. So anyway, going back to testimony, I will get there, I'm rambling, I'm doing a bit of a Ronnie Corbett, aren't I, today, without being funny. So a testimonial for me shouldn't say that was a brilliant presentation, he was a great presenter, she was a great presenter, she was really funny. That's not what I want. What I want is I want to know what's changed from having you on that stage. How did you make the audience feel different? How did you make them think differently? Have people acted and behaved differently as a result? Are they going to do something different because you've been on the stage and delivered your content? That for me is a gold testimonial. If something has changed, if you've had an impact, that's the kind of testimonial I want to see. And more often than not, that's not the kind of testimonial that I get from speakers. So go through your testimonials and pick those, highlight those. Those are the ones that you want to put on your website. Those are the ones you want to put on your show reel. Those are the ones that you want to make big and stand out. Those are the ones you want to print out and stick on your wall and remind you that's the value that you bring. So that's just a little piece there on testimonials. Thank you.